Hello. Hello, puppy. Good morning. Good morning. Oh. You just wanted to smile. Oh. Good morning, honey bunny. Just had his morning feed. He's so much more happier. He didn't want to feed, but we made him feed. Hi, everyone. Then he's gonna have, oh, hi. Because he's gonna have breakfast. But for hydration, you need breast milk, and actually that's how it gets bigger. Anyway, he's a lot happier now, right? Are you happier now? My husband built these baby gates so they match our place. Hi! How you doing, Bubba? Hey! So, I just recently got this playpen because I've been unwell. So I had to put it up in the living room. Got a new rug from Tumble. And we also got a play mat under here that he's going to be using a lot. But had to put this up the last few days just so that he's not eating all the plants, and took us a while to get these baby gates up. So I said, oh no, are you coughing? So get those baby gates up. So you know, gotta keep them nice and safe, Bubby. So, you know, we're probably just gonna chill out in there for a little bit. And then I usually put on a little program. We've been starting to potentially learn a Mandarin. Okay, well, I'm feeling better, so today I'm gonna try to do a little workout while Buddy is fed. Today I actually drank from the drip, so he's not super hungry. So I'm gonna do a little workout and let him play in his little playpen, because I need to get back into shape. Because anyway, what ends up happening is this guy wants to get let loose. Reality, working out with a baby. Okay, so did 20 minutes and started thinking about this guy, feeding him. So I'm making myself some oats, some quick oats. Whee! And I am making him some baby oats. I usually have some breakfast, but today I want to get some prunes in him. I've got some Bible stories going on in the background, just to keep him occupied as I make breakfast. And then I'll probably do some more exercise later. And in his seat because he was climbing all over me while I was making him breakfast. So that's a really good way to keep them occupied. Making him, the spoon actually fell in. So I actually made some oats, hot water, put some prunes in there, some puree prunes. This he may actually not have. He is not a huge puree person, / he hates me feeding him. So we're gonna see if he... Oh. Okay, I got my blueberry cinnamon oats for myself with honey, and I've got him a little. So I currently put baby in the crib, and thank God we have this crib called Creditwise. I can go do a review in the future, because when I was looking for cribs as a new mom, like there was like, oh, should I just get a normal crib? And anyway, I did the calculations and it ended up being like worth buying this smart crib, which is amazing. But anyway, it rocked him to sleep because we have been, so my baby is currently 9 months. And we probably should sleep train him. I've been nursing him to naps and to sleep, but obviously that's not the best for the long term in terms of sleep training. And so there's a part of me that's like, I really want to continue nursing him to sleep because then he kind of get all the cuddles. And he still has been sleeping and waking up every night, like every 3-4 hours, which is like so much better than, you know, the 1 hour, 2 hours that he was doing. But now that he's on solids, we're kind of increasing his solids during the day and preferably at nighttime so that he sleeps throughout the night. But anyway, just all in all, I've been trying to put him down more. Like before, I would nurse him and then make sure he sleeps in my arms before I transfer him. And all those mamas out there know that, you know, the transfer may not happen very well. But anyway, he's getting better at that, which is good in terms of not nursing. And I've been putting him down on the bed. And anyway, the crib actually bounces him to sleep. So this crib is a smart technology crib. It senses when they wake up, but also it can rock them to sleep so that you don't have to do it with your arms. And it's been a lifesaver, honestly. It's been saving me so much stress of like, again, it's been a trial and error, but I've been able to put him down and he'll fuss, but I'll turn up the crib like a lot and it will like rock him, and to the point where he'll be like, oh yeah, I am tired, and then he'll fall asleep, and then I'll turn down the crib. But anyway, actually, so I figured that I may as well do my makeup while Buddy is sleeping, and it really is not that crazy. I actually don't do my makeup all the time during the day, but because we are going out today to get our car changed, I figured I may as well look a little bit more decent. And I've been feeling very unwell, so it'll be nice to kind of look a little bit more decent. So I'm just going to use this camera. I've actually never done like a get ready with me video, but this is kind of fun. So I am using like an Estee Lauder concealer, and I actually don't use foundation unless I'm auditioning or on set. If I'm going to a photo shoot and whatnot, then I will use concealer and foundation. But I find that my skin is actually more healthy when I'm not using foundation. Like, so I used foundation last night because I had an audition, and I'm finding that it's a little bit blotchy. I should really drink some more water. So anyway, I use my fingers to kind of like go underneath my eye bags. Yep. You know? And honestly, if I did foundation, I actually use this one, which is NARS. And it like matches me perfectly. And then I do that first. I spray it, put it in, and then I do my concealer. And then, oh my gosh, hi everyone, I'm a YouTuber. And I will show you, I know, it's bad luck. You'll be right, mate, you'll be right. I realize that I'm speaking in a very low, monotonous tone because I think that my child can hear me, but he cannot. So hence why I'm speaking very low. Sleeping in the background and don't want to wake him up. Or I feel like he can hear me, which he can't. Which he cannot. So I'm just doing my eyebrows. So I've been doing the same makeup. I've been doing the same makeup routine for years. Like years. So I'm using like an angle brush. And honestly, I mean, it works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it kind of looks a little bit weird with the light right now. So I've got this rounded brush that's kind of like flat, and that's when I do my contour. Kind of go in here. and around here and here and here, just to give me that angle, which I used to have before I had a baby. You know, one thing at a time. So it's been interesting with motherhood. You know, I guess I've been doing a lot of Christian videos of, you know, how God told me he was my husband and whatnot. I introduced myself in terms of who I am or whatnot. So, hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm just using this, like, I've got this really nice, it's like a glow and blush palette. So I kind of mix in these two colors. But I used to model, oh, I am a model, sorry. I've modeled since I was 19. In Australia, I was in the top 100 for Australia's Next Top Model, which kind of pushed me into the realm of modeling. I actually got scouted when I was working in retail from the people in Australia's Next Top Model. And they were like, hey, you should audition. And another time, this photographer came in and she was like, hey, you should, you know, think about getting into modeling. And I was like, that's very sweet of you. And she's like, well, if you ever want, I can take a photograph. And I was like, that's very kind of you. I mean, you hear of all these scams. But she was a chick, so I kind of, you know, trusted her. But yeah, ended up doing this photo shoot. So again, this is my everyday makeup, because these Asian eyes, we don't have those, you know, crazy those eyelids. So I create my own eyelid in terms of making it bigger. So I kind of just blend it out. It's just a non-shimmery brown. And so she was like saying how I should do a photo shoot. So I was like, hey, I really wanted to model since I was a child. Everyone kind of told me that I should model. I'm just gonna put just a little bit more of a reddish brown than a brown. And my mother, being the Asian mother that she was, didn't want me to get into modeling because of the reputation that he had, you know, that it wasn't that safe, and which, you know, is fair enough. Like in China, that happens a lot. But basically I got scouted and she wanted to take my photo, which was very sweet of her, and that's how I kind of got into it, / also auditioned for Australia's Next Top Model, got into top 100. I came out at top 50, but they wanted models to go into the campaign, so to promote Australia's Next Top Model. So then I was like, oh, you know, they chose me and a few other girls and we did the campaign, and then it kind of like pushed me into the modeling world. And ever since I've been doing it, I started off doing time for print, so that's when you didn't have an agent and it was like freelancing, and you're exchanging your time for photo shoots. And it was kind of good at the time in terms of trying to build up a portfolio. Obviously, if I started modeling at 14 and stuff, then actually those bigger agencies, if they see like potential in you, then they will actually just pay for a portfolio for you. But at the time, Asians weren't hot, so there weren't actually that many modeling agencies that wanted Asians. So I was freelance for a while just to kind of build up my portfolio. So as I was in university, I kind of just, there was a website called Model Mayhem and also another website called Star Now. And I would just apply for these jobs and, wouldn't get paid for them because I just wanted to just get my portfolio up. And then eventually I got an agent, and it was when I was starting to work. So I graduated from physical therapy school in Australia, and I kind of was like, God, you know, if you want me, actually it wasn't God, because I wasn't kind of safe. So in my head I was like, you know, if I can get a full-time agent for modeling, and that they all kind of rejected me, all the bigger agents, I'd go into modeling. But if not, then I will just do physical therapy back in Australia. So as I started working full-time, I got signed with a commercial agent called Wink Models in Australia. And they were a smaller agent, but they did pretty good stuff. Like at the time when they first started, they were pretty good with commercials and campaigns for like catalogs and that kind of stuff. And so I was booking quite a lot of work, and it was a smaller agent, but they were commercial and they were great. They did what they needed to do. They booked me on stuff. How did we even get onto this topic? I have no idea. So usually I put a little bit of highlight here, and a bit of highlight here. Oh yeah, I was talking about weight and motherhood and modeling. So yeah, I've modeled since I was 19, and put a little bit of shimmer. And so it's been interesting, like enjoying my body as it is, as a mother, as I haven't really focused on my exercise or weight loss, because I've just been kind of in the trench of being a mom. But I've been enjoying it, and because I'm living overseas, which I've shared in another video, I don't have family, and so I am a full-time mom, and I still audition for acting roles. And then I'm still with a modeling agency here as well. I signed with one just last year. And so when I'm not doing work, then I'm taking care of Beau, just because my degree as a physical therapist doesn't transfer over, which kind of, you know, sucks, because I did 4 years of university only to not let it transfer. That is what Beau did this morning. Fun times. So anyway, the lighting's not the best. Sorry guys, this probably would have been a better lighting, but that's my everyday kind of makeup that I usually do if I'm doing my makeup. If I don't, then I did an audition yesterday, and I don't think I shared my story. I have shared a story ages ago in another YouTube channel that I started. I started an acting YouTube channel previously, before during COVID, and I didn't continue with it. But you know, I did share my story of being an actress. So basically, when I did modeling, I did modeling, and then I realized that there was like a bit of a cap with your age. And so I got really bored and was like, okay, well, now I'm working full-time as a physical therapist. I'm modeling here and there. There's really not that there's not a longevity with modeling. So I need to learn something else. I just really wanted to learn a different skill. And so my friend was an actress, and the guy that I was dating, one of his friends, was an actor as well. So they kind of like spurred the idea of like, oh, maybe I should do acting. Maybe I should do acting classes just for fun. And so that's how it kind of all started, with going into acting classes. And then I quit my job and did like part-time physio work so I could pursue acting. And that's basically how it all started. Guys, I have this hack. So I have a lot of gray hair. You can't see because I've dyed my hair, but basically I found this hack that if I'm lazy or if I can't dye my hair and I want to look bomb and look cute for my husband, I just I've got this black mascara that covers all the white hair. And it's like, it's so good. Like, you know, this is me for the moment. I'll probably leave my hair as is just because, you know, I can't be bothered straightening it. I had so much heat damage, and because I live near the beach, I had a lot of seawater, which ruined my hair. So, yeah, so anyway, more about the story of how I got into acting was I started getting bored of doing physio, and so did classes. And basically, yeah, so, you know, that's the life before I moved to the States, and then now full-time mom, acting, auditioning, taking care of Beau, and supporting my husband as well with his work as an actor, producer, as well as, you know, he does carpentry as well. So, you know, it's really cool. It's fun. It's very creative. It can be stressful at times, not knowing if I'm ever going to work or not. But, you know, the Lord's been kind and he's been very gracious. And again, I'll share the full story of acting in another vlog if you guys want. But, you know, I'm very thankful that I had the opportunities that I had in Australia, and I'm excited for the opportunities here in the States. Now that the strike is over, and now that Beau is just a little bit bigger, I'm gonna try getting back into shape and, yeah, getting back into shape, getting healthier as well, because, yeah, I am super skinny. So, you know, I am skinny, but I'm not strong, because after giving birth, your hormones are crazy, and my wrist has a problem, so I haven't been able to work out. When Beau was actually born, I wasn't even able to lift him, and so that makes me feel, it's not about the aesthetic per se, but it's more like I feel weak, and so I need to get back into feeling strong again because I was always active and I was always working out. So anyway, I'm really excited for this year in terms of focusing on getting strong again. And I mean, I did martial arts, I did salsa, I was always constantly moving, and now I'm just like a potato, and you feel kind of, you don't feel as motivated to move around when it's winter, for example. And two, when baby is so small, I was more definitely on the anxious side, which is something that I can share about with motherhood. But yeah, I was definitely more on the anxious side, that I didn't want to bring him out. I was always scared of germs, especially with COVID and everything. I was like, I don't want people to touch him. I don't want him to be sick. And so, you know, I kind of put him in a little box. Now we're getting better at bringing him out, obviously. And now I'm sick, but you know, anyway, now that he's older, I'm going to be able to take him out more. I'm going to be more motivated to go for a walk when it gets warmer. But right now it's freezing in Atlanta. It is cold, and yeah, I'm just like not motivated to leave the house. So I can be the type of person, and this is going to be helpful for, you know, stay-at-home moms, but like if you're okay staying at home, you can be very comfortable staying at home, and that's me, which is really bad. And I have to like be like, okay, Sarah, leave the house, go out, get some sunshine, go out, while my husband, like, he wakes up and he's like, I'm leaving the house straight away. And I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, I'm just like a homebody. I've always been a homebody. So anyway, it's helped being a stay-at-home mom. If you're like definitely an active person that needs to leave the house, then it would be hard being a stay-at-home mom or dad. That's my 2 cents. Anyway, I will update you guys on something else. So there's more of a nice lake right near our house, which is nice. got like a nice walking trail. So, yay! For a little walk, get some vitamin D.
Look at these chunky feet.
I know!
Look how thick these things are.
I know!
They're so thick. This foot's like as thick as mine.
They're big!
Look how thick it is.
They're big feet!
You got a thick monster little man foot.
Hey guys, so it is day 2. I completely forgot about doing the rest of my vlog. So I figured that I may as well do the end of my second half of my second day and show you what I am up to since mum brain completely forgot to vlog my day. I am constantly on my phone trying to research recipes and stuff like that, and then I just forget what I'm actually doing. So this morning I got up with Beau, and then he nursed pretty good, so he didn't have to eat solid straight away. And then I made myself some avocado on toast with some egg, and then I made him some scrambled eggs. And so that was really good. He ate that all, and I gave him some blackberries for some breakfast. And then he took a while to actually get put down for his nap. So he's finally down for his nap. And while I was doing that, I was ordering some things on Instacart. As a mom, like, Instacart literally saves my life because I cannot be bothered going grocery shopping with a baby. Like, I haven't really mastered that yet. I have so much respect for moms out there that can shop and do all of that with multiple kids. Like, I much rather just like order it, get it delivered, pay a tip, give someone work, and then I'll get everything at home. I don't have to worry about like lugging everything. Also because my wrist is still a little bit sore. But I got all my groceries, so I'm thinking of me and my husband, we've been talking about trying to get more healthy. So we want to try to eat more kind of veggies, salads. I'm just heating up my coffee from this morning. So anyway, I'm planning on making Bobo some muffins. So I bought these silicone muffin pans, and I'm thinking of making him some different muffins. So I am just poaching some apples, like steaming some apples and some pears because he's hating puree. So I'm thinking if I puree it and make it into a muffin, he might like it more, like cinnamon apple or pear cinnamon muffins and spinach and beetroot and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm not a good cook, but you know, he's giving me motivation to cook better. So I basically just brush my teeth right now. I'm really bad with that, but so my husband's a carpenter and he works at nighttime, so I can't actually go into our room or our bathroom. I can, but I've got my own supplies there. And I just like brush my teeth downstairs so I don't wake him up. So anyway, I've got my things going on here. And then at the end of yesterday, I actually ended up getting a call from my LA agent, and I ended up getting an audition. So I'm also, I don't have to hide the name. It's there, but I've basically got a 9-page audition that is due tomorrow. So I'm also trying to remember that while I am making these muffins. So that's really exciting. It's really good to have an audition since the strike has been really rough on us actors, and I haven't really acted in a while. So I've got to put that one down potentially tomorrow. And also I've got a commercial audition, which I have to do as well. So that's exciting. So I might do another. So as you can tell, because I wore foundation like 2 days ago, because of an audition, my skin is breaking out. Because usually I don't break out. I have really good skin. This is what happens when you put on foundation. So anyway, I'm gonna start cooking, making these muffins. So basically, I mean, if you guys want to see it, it's very, very fun. But there's frozen vegetables, and then on the bottom layer, there's apples and pears, which is very exciting. And then I'm also going to have to make some content because I have been getting some really cool stuff for baby, and just want to do a review for the wonderful companies out there that have been really great with sending us stuff and letting us use it for a baby. And I mean, they're just wonderful things. So anyway, just going to be doing that if I have time, but most of all, I need to learn my script. So anyway, for those actors out there, one of my friends just recommended an app called Line Learners or something, and you can record every single line. So I'm going to just be playing that in the background while I'm cooking so I can get these lines in me. And anyway, so I'll give you guys updated on the rest of my day.